Hey guys, the Will Coca podcast is teamed up with Find the Good. Find the Good is a brand that helps reinforce good habits in both mental health and physical well-being. Use the code WillCoca to receive 10% off your next purchase. And remember, 10% of the profits go to Mental Health America. Welcome everybody to another 5-Minute Friday. We made it to Friday. This month is Mental Health Awareness Month, and that is a topic near and dear to me. I struggle with depression and anxiety, and have since I was a young kid. There are days where getting out of bed feels like lifting a mountain. When even the sunlight pouring in through the window feels a little too loud and it's just a little too bright. On those days, the world feels distant, muffled, heavy. The idea of it all just going away, disappearing, or just escaping in some shape, way, or form is all I can think about. Now, this isn't drama or a cry for attention. It's raw. That's often the invisible truth of my mental health. And that's why this matters to me, urgently, profoundly, and universally. But what is mental health? Mental health is not just the absence of illness, it's the presence of well-being, self-acceptance, resilience, and the capacity to cope with life's inevitable changes. Yet for many of us, this foundation can quietly crumble under the weight of anxiety, depression, trauma, or even chronic stress. I've lived these moments when smiling felt like lying, when every interaction felt like a performance, when the thought of continuing even for one more day felt unbearable. In these moments, the mind becomes a battlefield, and even the smallest tasks can feel like an insurmountable obstacle. You see, I am a suicide survivor, and that story is for another time. But the reason I tell you is not to gain attention, but it's to give hope. I got this low not because I didn't love people in my life or I didn't want to live, but because I was just tired. So deeply tired of pretending, of fighting my own mind every single day. I wanted peace. But peace doesn't come from the silence or the escape, it comes from healing. And healing begins with acknowledging the pain and not denying it. The importance of mental health lies not only in crisis intervention, but in the prevention, support, and everyday care. It's building systems that allow people to speak openly without judgment. It's creating space for therapy, for medication when needed, support groups, rest, recovery, and a spiritual journey if that's what you're into. It's in the recognition that mental illness is not a personal failure, but a human reality. What continues to help me is connection. The quiet hand on the shoulder, the friend who listens without trying to fix it, the therapist who helps me untangle years and years of hurt, the journal pages soaked in ink and honesty. Healing is not linear. Some days it still feels too heavy. But now I hold on to a truth that those moments don't define me. They're part of my story, not the end of it. Mental health matters because people matter. Because behind every silent scream, every withdrawn gaze, every "I'm just tired" is someone hoping to be seen, to be heard, and to be helped. I truly believe that it's in the small things we do that have the biggest impact. That's also why this podcast exists. It's helped me create a place where I can express my feelings and feel like I have a voice. So if you ever wanted to disappear, know that you're not alone. Know that help does exist. Recovery is possible. Life, even with its pain, holds moments of joy, connection, and beauty. Take care of each other, love each other, and we'll catch you guys next week. That's been another 5-Minute Friday.